This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 12 races to bring you. Up first, we'll go down to Gulfstream Park. 2-year-olds in the Dania Beach, Charming Kitten, Even Money.
Now comes forward, and they're all in line. They're racing in the Dania Beach. Tate's Landing on the inside out for the lead. Thunder Calls alongside. These two will make the pace, and Mystic Love came out running in third. There goes Reporting Star. Charming Kittens on the far outside, and It's My Lucky Day is in between horses as the field races for that first turn. Then a ground-saving run there for Squall King. Hard to Name is next, and then all keyed up to the outside, and the early trailer is Newfound Zapper. 24-1 was the opening quarter. Tate's Landing takes them onto the backstretch in front, with Reporting Star second to the outside, and Mystic Love in third, 2 lengths off the lead. Charming Kitten is fourth right now and outside of horses, and they're followed by Thunder Calls and It's My Lucky Day. Going up on the outside is All Keyed Up. Squall King is next, Newfound Zapper at the rail, and Hard to Name is last with 9 lengths to make up and a 49-2 half mile. Tate's Landing on top into the turn, and Reporting Star continues to press on the outside. Then it's Mystic Love, who's down at the rail and right in behind the leaders, and now Mystic Love trying to squeeze through. Elvis Trujillo sending Mystic Love up the rail. They got through, and now they're in front as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Mystic Love, through a slim opening, is the leader at the top of the lane. Tate's Landing is back running in second. Charming Kitten's got work to do. Also trying to gain some ground is Newfound Zapper. Then Reporting Squall, and Star King is right there too. Here comes Mystic Love trying to hold on to the lead. Charming Kitten on the outside, a late bid. Mystic Love holds on over Charming Kitten, Newfound Zapper, and It's My Lucky Day.
Mystic Love under Elvis Trujillo. They score the $34 light up the board victory in the 7th running of the Dania Beach, just sitting right off the pace, making the front, scoring by a half a length, holding off Charming Kitten, who was breaking from the number 10 outside post position, and John Velasquez did the best the Hall of Famer could do to try and save ground, but Charming Kitten's work was just maybe at the draw for the post positions was a little too much to overcome, but Mystic Love, a very, very nice effort. Now 3 for 3 on the turf, first time going 2 turns off of her victory in the Salima Stakes up at Laurel, which has turned into a turf sprint. Charming Kitten, the even money favorite, finishes second behind the Perfect Trip winner. I thought Charming Kitten, for an even money favorite to lose, re-rallied and did a terrific job. Newfound Zapper finishes third on Joel Rosario, but Mystic Love, the $34 winner of this year's Dania Beach. On Sunday afternoon at Gulfstream Park, time for the Harlan's Holiday. Scatman, 8-5.
Goes in. They're all in line. They're racing in the Harlan's Holiday. Chaba came out quickly. I'm stepping it up on the outside also with speed. In between those two as they go for the turn is Scatman, and Delegation takes his spot in fourth early. And then it's Cash Rules running in fifth as they move on that first turn. Duke of Mischief and Duke are right together, and Decaf again is the trailer as the field races on the first turn, where it's I'm stepping it up and David Cohen making the pace onto the backstretch. Scatman running along in second. Delegation third to the outside. Chaba back into fourth, tucking in behind the pace setter. That first quarter was 23-2, break of 3, and then it's Cash Rules running in fifth up the backstretch, clear of Duke and Duke of Mischief, and Decaf again is the distant trailer as the field runs halfway up the backstretch. I'm stepping it up 3/4 of a length in front. Scatman second to the outside. Chaba has the rail. Delegation right there in contention fourth as they race for the turn. The half was in 46-3. Cash Rules still 5.5 lengths off the lead. Then Duke under a ride. Duke of Mischief's being ridden for more too. Around the far turn, Chaba got through on the rail. Luis Saez and Chaba found running room on the inside, and they're taken on by Delegation. And these two move away now. They've opened up a 2-length lead. I'm Stepping It Up is third. Cash Rules kicks it in fourth on the outside. Then Scatman and Duke, and they're into the stretch, and it's Chaba. Chaba turns for home with a 2-length lead. Delegation all out to stick with Chaba, and Cash Rules is third. Coming into the final 16th, it's going to be Chaba and Luis Saez to score in the Harlan's Holiday. And then it was Delegation, followed by Cash Rules and Duke.
But Chaba, always thought it was Casaba, but we heard Larry Cohen was calling it Chaba. From the number 1 post position, the short run into the first turn, they score the $11.20 victory. 4. Phil Gleaves now has won 3 races in a row. Delegation finishes second as the second choice at 2-1, who has now 2 nice dirt efforts on the resume. Cash Rules finishes third. Scatman off the board 5th at 8-5. Turning our attention to 2-turn racing at 7 furlongs, Charlestown is up next. The Eleanor Casey Memorial, Queen of the Ball, 4-5.
And they're off and racing in the Eleanor Casey Memorial. Breaking for the lead from the center of the track is going to be Donna Mead. Passed on the inside by Just a Trick, and far outside, Landon Did It up to take the lead from Just a Trick. Back in third is I Did It That Time. Racing in the 4th spot is Donna Mead. Right behind that one comes Betty's Wintergreen. Cutting over towards the rail is Dixieland Silk. Alongside is the favorite, Queen of the Ball. And the last one around the turn is going to be That's Just Dandy. The opening quarter goes in 23 flat. So you head down the backside, it's still Landon Did It. Eric Ramirez with the advantage by about a length. On the outside now, I Did It That Time, moving to take second. Back in third is Just a Trick. Almost 6 lengths, or it should be 5 lengths, back to Donna Mead, joined on the rail by Dixieland Silk. Then comes Queen of the Ball, followed by Betty's Wintergreen, and at the back still is That's Just Dandy. The half went in 47-1. It's been a quick pace, and Landon Did It's holding the advantage. Got it by a length and a half. In second, I Did It That Time. Back third along the rail, Just a Trick is there. Now Donna Mead and Alexis Batista are coming alive, swinging to the far outside. And further out is Queen of the Ball, Antonio Lopez. At top of the stretch, Landon Did It trying to hang on with Eric Ramirez. Queen of the Ball, Antonio Lopez coming up alongside and taking the lead. Queen of the Ball is going to go on to win the Eleanor Casey Memorial by 3 over Landon Did It. Back in third, it was Donna Mead hanging on over That's Just Dandy, coming up to be 4th. Unofficial winning time, 1:27 flat.
The exacta out of the West Virginia Futurity is the exacta out of the Eleanor Casey Memorial Stakes. Queen of the Ball. Odds on scores by 2 lengths under Antonio Lopez ahead of Landon Did It, the early pace setter. Donna Mead, the maiden, finishes third at nearly 22-1 in this year's edition of the Casey Memorial. Laurel Racetrack, 1 stakes race to bring you Willa on the Move Stakes at 6-5, Red's Round Table.
And they're off. Winning Image asks for that early zip. Red's Round Table is on the chase to the inside, and a Red's Round Table really going to have to chase Winning Image is flying right along. In third is Island Bound. Now third is Made to Lover. Island Bound settles it in fourth. Then is Pretty Miss Trippy, and With Great Pleasure last, and 8 lengths off that pace of Winning Image. Winning Image sprints on past the half-mile pole, heading at a far turn from Red's Round Table by 3 parts of a length at a solid clip. It's 5 more. Made to Lover is in third spot, then rallying a far outside there is Pretty Miss Trippy. This is a long shot. Pretty Miss Trippy's running a big one, and Island Bound is next, drops to second last, and With Great Pleasure is the trailer. toward the top of the stretch. Winning Image as Red's Round Table's been in hot pursuit. Pretty Miss Trippy's side by side with Made to Lover, who's driven on the inside. And With Great Pleasure, Island Bound never really fired. 3/16 to go. And Jose Caraballo looking right on back. And Winning Image is still there for the final furlong. With Great Pleasure out of the second flight, chasing and gaining some ground. But Winning Image has run lights out. Winning Image 3 lengths on top and coasting home under a hand ride. We'll make it 2 at the line from With Great Pleasure, Made to Love, her Pretty Miss Trippy.
Winning Image, ladies and gentlemen, broke spectacularly well, went to the lead, improved the position from there, making every pole a winning one under Jose Caraballo. Second choice in the wagering, returns $5.80. With Great Pleasure at 18-1 finishes second. Made to Love Her finishes third. And Red Round Table, who was chasing Winning Image early in the race, who was 4 for 6 lifetime at Laurel, but coming off the February 18th Barbara Fritchie Stakes at 6-5 in the Willa on the Move, finishes last. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, action from Woodbine, Fairgrounds, and Golden Gate.
You could wait for money to start falling from the sky, or you could head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, and amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Up next, Woodbine Racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, 1 3/4 miles on the synthetic. This is the 60th running of the Valedictory at 2-1, Imperial Pippin.
They're at the post. They're off in the Valedictory Stakes. And Attendant is taken a hold of early, drops back 10 lengths off the lead, and Heathcote assumes the early lead. Now the Original Scotty comes on between horses, and Quasitore is toward the rail in third, and 1.25 lengths from the front. Then the low-headed Political Fever, who's back in fourth position, and 5 lengths off the lead. That one is followed by Peyton. Then Get a Grip. Imperial Pippin's in the pink cap on the extreme outside, followed by So Long George, and Attendant trails his field. And they're running through the far turn for the first time, and Heathcote and Emma Jane Wilson are dictating the pace. Quasitore's angled outside now by Justin Stein, and Quasitore comes on to apply mild pressure to Heathcote. The Original Scotty's back in third position, and we have a Peyton between horses, and Political Fever to the extreme outside. Then Imperial Pippin and Get a Grip. So Long George, and Attendant is still at the back of the pack. They move in front of us for the first time. It's a 2-horse race with 1 mile to go. Heathcote on the inside, and to the outside, Quasitore 3/4 of a length back. Then there's 11 lengths to the Original Scotty in third. They ran 3/4 and 16 flat. Original Scotty third, Imperial Pippin angles to the outside of the Original Scotty. Then we have Peyton and Get a Grip. Political Fever. Second to last is So Long George, still trailing Attendant. And they have just about 6 furlongs to go, and Heathcote has opened up 3.5 lengths on Quasitore. They ran the mile in 1:42. And it's Heathcote into the backstretch. Quasitore starts to quicken once again, and here comes Quasitore inching closer to Heathcote. There's a dozen lengths. Back to the Original Scotty in third. At the rail is Get a Grip in fourth, then Imperial Pippin, Peyton, So Long George, Political Fever. Attendants ask for more run from the back of the pack. Still has 20 lengths to make up, though. A mile and a quarter in 2:09. 3 furlongs to go in the valedictory. Heathcote getting scrubbed on now by Emma Jane Wilson. And Quasar is asked for more run by Justin Stein. It's Heathcote as they come to the quarter pole. Quasar in a full-out drive in second position. Peyton comes on third. Then Get a Grip, the original Scotty. They're at the top of the stretch. Wilson takes a peek back and sees Quasar. But Heathcote is strong past the 8th pole. And it's all over. Heathcote said goodbye at the top of the stretch. An outstanding effort to win the valedictory. Peyton finished second, with Quasar third and Attendant from last to fourth.
And sometimes to the novices, it doesn't make sense. How can early speed lead a race as long a distance of 1.75 miles? But it often does in turf racing, and synthetic racing has often been compared to turf racing. So Emma Jane Wilson puts Heathcote on the front end and comfortably leads throughout the race. As a matter of fact, explodes at the top of the lane to win the valedictory by 12+ lengths, returning $14. First time stakes was 0 for 3 in open company previous to this. Scores the victory. Peyton finishes second as the second choice in the wagering, and Quasar finishes third. Imperial Pippin, the 2-to-1 favorite, only beats the 85-to-1 shot. Down to New Orleans Way, Fairgrounds Racetrack, the Tenacious handicap at 3-to-1, a familiar face, Brethren.
They're off in the Tenacious handicap. Hurricane Ike sent by James Graham. There goes Hurricane Ike, Brethren, and on the outside, Big Town with the black cap. And toward the inside, Worley, another close one. It's Mr. Salute to You is fifth. It happened again, sixth, and coming through inside Apart, who's won off the rail. Then Majestic Harbor, Macho Bull has dropped back to last around the first turn. Hurricane Ike has the point, and Brethren is close in tow as they go to the back of the track. Worley is right there, a close third. On the outside, Big Town fourth, Apart just in fifth. It happened again is sixth with the rail, and 4 to 5 from the front. It's Mr. Salute to You is out wide on the track at the 5 1/2. Then Majestic Harbor and 3 more to Macho Bull. The quarter 24 and 3/5 seconds, racing up the backstretch. Hurricane Ike dictates terms here in the Tenacious handicap. Hurricane Ike, a length leader. Brethren shadows him. Worley right there, a close third. Big Town fourth. It's Mr. Salute to You is covering a lot of ground in fifth, and now the under 4 furlongs to go. It happened again, is bottled up toward the rail, 4 from the front. Apart is also right there behind horses as they close ranks with 3 furlongs to go. Still that break, the Majestic Harbor, Macho Bull, hard-ridden last. The half mile went in 49 and 2. Brethren's challenge now. Brethren comes to tackle Hurricane Ike. Big Town still a close third. Worldly right there. Apart now getting up to speed. And it happened again. Cut the corner as they come past the quarter pole. Top of the stretch. 3/4 went in 1:14 and 2. Brethren in a real battle with Hurricane Ike. Hurricane Ike and Brethren, and these two together for the final 16th. It's Hurricane Ike and Brethren, his formidable foe. Hurricane Ike digs down for James Graham. Hurricane Ike sees off Brethren. It happened again third. Worldly fourth. Macho Bull fifth. Apart was sixth. Hurricane Ike has won it.
Hurricane Ike, though, goes to the front under James Graham as the 5th choice in the wagering. Well, the favorite was 3.2. The 5th choice in the wagering was 4.7. You see how balanced they were on top. But Michael Stidham sends out Hurricane Ike under James Graham. They return $11.40. Brethren, the 3-to-1 favorite, finishes second all the way around like a merry-go-round, the exacta. Now, Brethren began his career 3 for 3, winning the Sam F. Davis down at Tampa. Since then, 1 for 7 out of the Steve Asmussen barn. It happened again, finished third under Rosie Napravnik. Golden Gate Fields for annually one of their top sprint races of the year. The Oakland Stakes, 6 to 5, ain't no other.
and they're off. Ain't No Other blasts out quickly, as does Gig Harbor. These two hook up immediately. Gig Harbor takes the lead. Ain't No Other will sit in second. Shoulda, coulda, would you third. Shrug inside of him. And Northern Causeway is the trailer. Down the backstretch, Gig Harbor, comfortable up top, leads by a length and a half. Ain't No Other in pursuit second. Shrug third, a neck in front of Shoulda, Coulda, Would Ya. And then it's Northern Causeway past the half-mile pole. Gig Harbor in charge to the 3 furlong point by a length. Ain't No Other chasing him from second. Shrug a joint third. Shoulda, Coulda, Would Ya outside of him. Northern Causeway at the back. Gig Harbor cruising to the quarter pole. He leads by a length and a half. Ain't No Other is in second. Shrug on the inside. Shoulda, Coulda, Would Ya's the gray. And then it's Northern Causeway, top of the stretch. Gig Harbor. Ain't No Other has been second most of the journey. Shrug moving up just inside of him. Then Shoulda, Coulda, Would Ya inside the final furlong. Gig Harbor showing no signs of weakening. And another powerful performance from Gig Harbor, making short work of the competition in the Oakland. He cruises by 3. Shrug second best. Ain't No Other third, then Shoulda, Coulda, Would Ya.
Gig Harbor, breaking from the rail in a field of 5, goes to the front and scores the second choice victory, returning $6.60 over Shrug. Ain't No Other finishes third. Ain't No Other was 3 for 4 at Golden Gate, all in allowance company. Gig Harbor is now 4 for 5 at Golden Gate after winning this weekend's Oakland Stakes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, big racing action from Hollywood Park.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Miro with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTB.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays, any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTB.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTB.com, check it out now.
Here in upstate New York, no one provides bettors with more wagering options than Capital OTB. Our network of branch and easy bet locations stretches from the mid-Hudson Valley all the way to the Canadian border and west to central New York. So whether you need to place a bet, fund your Capital Bets account, or watch the next big race, all the action is just around the corner. A full list of our branch and easy bet locations can be found online at CapitalOTB.com. Capital OTB, the better and most convenient choice for wagering in upstate New York.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to turn our attention to Hollywood Park. This year, for the first time, the Grade 2 12 furlongs Hollywood Turf Cup at 6-5 Grandeur.
They're off. Fire with Fire and Optimizer. Optimizer is sent out of there by Corey Nakatani. Wanted to make the lead, and he will. Optimizer to the front. Slim Shady and Fire with Fire are now second and third, with Grassy and Grandeur to the outside Kindergarten Kid. Private Affair is next, then Bourbon Bay and Interaction, and the early trailer is Tiz Gianni. Optimizer, top of the stretch the first time, leads Slim Shady by a length. Optimizer the leader. Slim Shady is second by 2 lengths to Fire with Fire. Kindergarten Kid races in fourth, and he's about 3 from Optimizer. Grandeur is midfield today, much closer to the pace. Grandeur races in fifth with 4 to make up. Grassy's just outside of him. Interaction is 6 from the lead. Private Affair has 7 lengths to make up. Bourbon Bay and Tiz Gianni are 10 lengths behind. And the leader past the into the clubhouse turn now is Slim Shady. Slim Shady has taken it over from Optimizer, who's back to third now. So Slim Shady takes up the running and leads 3/4 of a length to Fire with Fire in second. Optimizer now sits third at the rail, and he's 2 lengths behind. Kindergarten Kid has 3.5 to make up. Grandeur continues to race in fifth. He's at the rail.
in the powder blue, and he's about 4.5 or 5 from the front. Grassy just outside of him. Interaction has 6 lengths to make up. Private Affair is a neck behind him. Then Tiz Gianni and Bourbon Bay up the backstretch in the 30th running of the Hollywood Turf Cup, and Slim Shady is the leader. Slim Shady a half length in front of Fire with Fire in second. Kindergarten Kid joins Optimizer, and Kindergarten Kid puts his head into third. Optimizer is fourth at the rail. Grandeur in traffic now. He's 3.5 off the lead. We'll have to negotiate between horses. Interaction is next. Grassy keeps Grandeur in tight. Then Private Affair, 5 off the lead. Tiz Gianni and Bourbon Bay. They run towards the top of the stretch. Slim Shady leads, but only a half ahead to Fire with Fire in second. Optimizer is third. Kindergarten Kid has just been passed by Grandeur, and now Grandeur is in the clear and begins a solid run. Here comes Grandeur in the center. Slim Shady, Interaction running a very big race down at the rail. He's got a chance, but Grandeur has taken over the lead, and suddenly he's 2 in front. Interaction is second, Optimizer third. It is Grandeur to win. The 30th Hollywood Turf Cup goes to Grandeur, 3/4 of a length over a very game Interaction. Optimizer was third, close for fourth.
And as I should have said, 8-5 Grandeur, the 3-year-old, coming out of a runner-up position in the Hollywood Derby, scores the victory for Patty Gallagher, returning $5.20. Garrett Gomez winning his 3rd Hollywood Turf Cup. Interaction, who is now 0 for 7 in stakes races in the United States, finishes 2nd at 29-1. And Optimizer finishes 3rd. Grandeur becomes the first 3-year-old to win the Hollywood Turf Cup in 20 years since Bien Bien scored 1992. 2-year-olds in the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity and Shipping Out West, the recent winner of the Nashua Stakes, Violence 6-5.
They're at the post. They're off. Fury Cap Corey has asked for speed. Carving is just inside of him. Really Mr. Greeley is into the bit. Simon Eyes is close up. Title Contender 5 wide. Oxbow 6 wide early. Then comes Dirty Swag and Den's Legacy. Towards the back of the pack is He's Had Enough, and Violence is in the leading mix. He's 5th now and only about 2 from the front as 4 of them go at it to the backstretch. Fury Cap Corey is at the rail. Really Mr. Greeley, Title Contender, and Oxbow. These 4, Title Contender and Really Mr. Greeley, stablemates, and they set a fast pace. Violence is 5th, and he's a length and a quarter from the lead. Violence is just in behind that leading group. Simon Eyes pushed along to stay with him. Dirty Swag has 6 lengths to make up. Then comes Carving and Den's Legacy. He's Had Enough and Little Jerry are 10 behind, past the half-mile pole. In the 32nd Cash Call Futurity, and Fury Cap Corey has ridden the rail to take over the lead. Fury Cap Corey, 3/4 of a length in front of Really Mr. Greeley in second. Oxbow's all in. He's 3rd and 2 from the front. Then comes Violence. He's moved through at the rail, and Violence is there. Title Contender has dropped completely out of it. Simon Eyes and He's Had Enough, 6 from the front. Violence is going to come up and challenge Fury Cap Corey at the top of the stretch. Fury Cap Corey, 3/4 of a length. Violence has every chance to outfinish him, and now he's set down, and it's down to these 2. Den's Legacy is 3rd, and Violence has taken over the lead. It is Violence now a half length in front of Fury Cap Corey. Den's Legacy closing, but too late. Violence, Fury Cap Corey. Violence wins the Cash Call Futurity. Violence beat Fury Cap Corey in the 32nd Cash Call Futurity by a length. Finishing 3rd was Den's Legacy, close for 4th.
And Javier Castellano just doing a very, very good job shipping out west after picking up this mount for Todd Pletcher, a $600,000 yearling who picks up $375,000 just for winning the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity. Fury Cap Corey finishes 2nd, and Den's Legacy finishes 3rd. This Austrian Medaglia d'Oro now 3 for 3 lifetime. Sunday afternoon, named after the 1989 winner of the then Hollywood Futurity, the King Glorious, and Monument 2-1.
They're off. Good start. Awesome Annie shows speed. Between Horses, Monument is close up. In the center, Surf Cup. These three with We Win and Away in fourth. Hazardous is next, then Strong Win and back to Baco Between Horses. Then comes Havoc, and on the outside, Tis a Minister. Love Meister is next, and now back to Baco has dropped back to last as they run up the backstretch, and the leader is the filly, Awesome Annie. Awesome Annie is a length and a quarter in front of Surf Cup in second. We Win and joins Monument. We Win and up into third. Monument fourth and 2.5 off the lead. Havoc has 4 lengths to make up. Hazardous and Strong Wind are right inside of Havoc. Tis a Minister is 6 from the front. Then comes Love Meister, and back to Baco is the trailer, rounding the far turn in the first King Gloria Stakes. Awesome Annie is still in front. Surf Cup is alongside now in second, and Long Shot We Win in 3 deep. Then comes Fighting Hussar. He moves within a length and a half of the front. Monument needs a way through. He's 2 off the lead. We Winning off the top of the turn. Fighting Hussar. Monument now has found a seam. He's a length and a half from the front, but it's We Win into the final 16th. Fighting Hussar is alongside. We Winning inside. Fighting Hussar outside. These two come to the wire. We Winning tough to get by. We Winning Fighting Hussar. We Winning. If you bet on him, you're winning. He's 60-1 in the first King Gloria Stakes. Fighting Hussar second, Monument third, and Tis a Minister finish fourth.
And at a huge price, 60-1, ladies and gentlemen, We Winning under Jose Valdivia Jr. scores the $122 upset victory. Quite a score by a half a length. Not quite the longest shot on the board. Awesome Annie, 96-1. Fighting Hussar finishes second. And the favorite, Monument, finishes third in the King Glorious. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, a couple of races from the Big A.
And they're off. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at capitalotb.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone or at capitalotb.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice. No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday afternoon as they begun the final week of racing before the holiday break. They had the Jamelia Stake. Tis the Argument, 6-5.
And they're off. Hesitant start for number 5, Tis the Argument, and she trails the field. Opus A going for the lead. Kid Kate is down at the rail. The underlings on the outside. And then comes a Moon Filly. Tis the Argument is now racing in 5th. She's got 1 horse beaten, and that is Checkpoint. Moving for the backstretch, Opus A with the lead by 3/4 of a length. The underling is in 2nd, and on the outside is Moon Filly in 3rd. Kid Kate down at the rail in 4th. Tis the Argument in 5th, 5 lengths from the lead. Checkpoint is the trailer. They're midway up the backstretch with Opus A leading Big Long Shot, the underling. Opus A by 3/4 of a length with the underling giving chase in 2nd. 2.5 lengths. Kid Kate is down at the rail. Moon Filly alongside. Tis the Argument. The 6-5 favorite remains in 5th now, 6 or 7 lengths from the lead. And farther back is Checkpoint. The quarter in 24 and 3, the half mile in 48 and 1, midway on the turn. Opus A still the one to catch. Opus A by a length over the underling. Moon Filly put to a drive on the far outside. Kid Kate is down at the rail. 3/4 1 and 1, 12 and 2. Opus A, Kid Kate looking to come off the inside. Moon Filly's on the outside. Then the underling, and Tis the Argument. Here comes Moon Filly now. Moon Filly up to take over. Tis the underling putting in one last run on the outside. It's Moon Filly with the lead. Tis the Argument to challenge. Moon Filly, Tis the Argument. Tis the Argument got there.
Despite the slow start, Tis the Argument gets up to defeat Moon Philly right on the line.
And in a thrilling stretch run, Tis the Argument scores by a neck under Junior Alvarado, returning $4.60 for Richard Dutrow. They are now 2 for 2 on the inner. About once a year they win a stakes race. Last December 18th, they won the Let Me Linger Stakes, and about the last 3 jumps was able to run down Moon Philly and Checkpoint in Wednesday's Jamelia. On Saturday afternoon, the 54th running of the Gravesend.
And they're off. Frazel and Royal Courier. And it's Royal Courier with the early lead. Saginaw is racing in between horses. On the outside is Frazel, and then Isn't He Perfect up the backstretch. Royal Courier by a head. Saginaw, the favorite, is right there in second, with Frazel on the outside in third, and Isn't He Perfect in fourth. Royal Courier gets clear of Saginaw by a full length. The quarter went in 23 1/5 seconds. It's Royal Courier leading into the far turn. Saginaw now moves up on the outside. Royal Courier by a head over Saginaw. Almost 4 lengths. Back to Frazel. And Isn't He Perfect as they move for the top of the stretch. Royal Courier on the inside and Saginaw on the outside. The half mile in 45 4/5 seconds. Royal Courier digs down at the rail. Saginaw on the outside. There's nothing between them inside the 8th pole. Saginaw and Royal Courier in a battle through the stretch. Saginaw comes away with the lead, and Saginaw wins for the 10th time in 2012. And he does it here in Aqueduct's Gravesend Handicap.
At 1-2, Saginaw's extremely popular victory, not only at the Mutual windows, but won 10 races on the NYRA circuit in 2012. He won in March, April, May, August, September, November, December. He didn't run in June or July. All 34 starts have been on the NYRA circuit. This will probably be the New York Bred of the Year. Royal Courier finishes second, and Isn't He Perfect finishes third in the field of 4 in this year's Gravesend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. There will not be a program next week as many jurisdictions are off, very light, but 2 weeks from today, we will have a full slate of stakes racing from around the country. Remember, Santa Anita opening up the day after Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Be safe. We'll see you in 2 weeks.